Hi friends, my name's Gary and today I want to talk to you about profiting from criticism. Now I know that just that title makes you feel like you got to be kidding me, man. I do not need criticism. And you know, here's the deal. If you lead, you will receive criticism. That just goes with the territory. So don't be afraid of that. But my concern is, will you really profit by it? Because some people are more about avoiding it. They're more about kind of surviving it. But I don't think that's where we need to live. I think we need to live on the realm of profiting from criticism. Because I've learned that you can profit even from the most mean-spirited criticism that comes someplace from the most unreliable sources. But it is important to consider the source. You know, in the office where I used to work, right down the street, there was a guy named Brian, and Brian had some emotional and mental disorders, and he would stand on the street. He's a great big guy, and he would stand on the side of the street all day, and we were close to a high school, so students would yell out the window to get him to react, and they'd say swear words at him and gestures and stuff, and then he would get all hot and angry and he'd respond back, and it was just, they did it to get an effect. And sometimes when he was really worked up, he would come to my office, and there was a side door into my office from the street, and he'd just barge in without anybody asking, and he'd just go off, you know, and it was not pleasant. It was ugly, and he'd say all kinds of horrible things and kind of come after me in a way, and it was not pleasant. But it didn't really bother me. I didn't take any of the criticism to heart because I understood Brian. I knew what his capacities were, and I clearly understood what he had just been through. Now let me contrast it with another friend named Lee. Lee was an older mentor in my life and a man that I highly respected. And I remember one day, he didn't do this very often, one day he came over, knocked on the door and said, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something." And he sat down and said, "Sure, what's up, Lee?" And he looked me right in the eye and he told me some things that I had done that had really caused problems for him, and kind of laid it all out. And you know, I took it to heart, and I took it much more deeply than I would with Brian, because I really believed in Lee and trusted him. And I learned to profit from it. So here's what you need to do if you're going to really profit from criticism. I want you to think of three types of naval vessels, all right? Some people go submarine mode. When they get criticized, they just go down. They go deep. They go into depression. They hide. They run. They take things way too deeply. Things that are either mean-spirited or really don't have a lot of validity to them. They can't even stand for anybody to critique something they're doing. For them, it's completely personal, and it takes them way down, and they just hide out. They stay there. They're angry. They're depressed. They're whatever. There are other people that kind of go into jet mode, jet fighter mode, you know, where they take off and they head right up into the air, and they're ready to attack because that's their response to criticism. All they want to do is take down the person that shot at them. Well, you know, when you do that, it might feel good a little bit to you, but you're probably not going to get what would profit you the most. And that is when you stay like a cargo ship, okay? Like you are just on top of the water. Yeah, you can feel the waves a little bit, but you're carrying a lot of stuff that matters, and you're trying to get from point A to point B, and you stay along the surface. And what I've tried to do in my life, and I want to challenge you to do the same, is that when you receive criticism, whoever it's from, however valid you might initially feel it is, take some time, stay on that cargo ship, don't go submarine, don't go into fighter mode, just stay right on top of the water and sift it. Think about it, listen to it. I try to think this way, you know, if 99% of the stuff they said was total garbage, I want to get that 1%, and I want to profit by that because I want to grow. I want to become a better leader. I can't afford to be submarined, and I'm not going to go jet fighter mode on people because I want to grow from it. So stay on that cargo ship. If you do, you will grow more from the criticism that you receive, and you will move forward and become the very best leader that you can be. Hey, have a great week. We'll see you on the next edition of 4 Minute Fridays.